on fucking camera. Welcome to an episode of History Hyenas. We got a very special guest today. Mr. Shane Gillis is with us.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Welcome.
Shane is here.
Shane.
Listen, I'm Chrissy D. Shane, this podcast, as you know, we get kind of wild, and we press buttons. We have one button called the Wei Shun Qian.
You don't got to worry. You don't got to worry on this podcast. You're safe.
You're safe.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
It's character piece.
Exactly. Yeah.
Character piece.
So, yeah, you don't got to worry. Just so tell the people how you been, what you up to.
I've just been doing.
Put the headphones up. Put the headphones up.
Yeah, we're just giving you the Wei Shun Qian.
I can't hear it.
We're pressing Wei Shun Qian.
It was funny.
Something controversial.
Yeah,
we just a walking controversy.
We just decided that when you talked at the beginning, we were just going to Wei Shun Qian everything that came out of your mouth. So it was funny, but you didn't hear it. But it was still very funny.
I thought I was getting the laugh.
Now, who's more Irish looking, you or Sean Donnelly, or a potato?
Dude, my friend Matt McCusker had an idea.
Matt McCusker
had an idea for a website, and it's called Irish or Retarded.
Yeah.
And you show a picture of one, and
Wei
you got to
Shun Qian,
guess.
Zach.
I mean,
You gotta
Jesus.
guess.
Yeah.
Which one is which?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well,
Good website.
Yeah.
You know who Shane looks like?
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
He looks like the Boston cop that beat up Kimbo Slice.
Right.
Remember that fight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I was cheering for that white guy.
Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah.
Irish kids are tough kids, and they're hard to put down, but they fucking do bruise easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the longest amount of time in your life you've had diarrhea?
Oh, it's
Consistently.
probably like 3 years.
You've
Probably
had
went on
3 years of diarrhea.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I've had diarrhea for 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on.
You'll break out of it.
You'll break
You'll get out of it. Don't worry. Don't change a thing, dude.
Yo.
It comes.
Dude,
and
it's
goes. That's
unbelievable.
You know what it is, guy? It's like at a certain point, holding the gate is going to stress you out a little bit.
I think that's what it
So
is.
pretending to be straight is going to cause a tummy rumble once in a while.
Yeah.
Because you're just lying your whole life.
Yeah, I'm a gay kid. I have big triceps from pushing the gay down.
That's what it is.
Irish, you're gay. You push the gay down. Irish kids.
Oh, they push
I
it
just
down.
felt like a cock. Zach did a great job of screwing the mic in today. I'm just going to hold it like this.
Wait, I pushed gays?
No, yeah, do
Is that what
you?
you guys are saying?
No, we're
Wow.
Oh, with internal.
Somebody's going to take that clip and turn it into something. He pushes gays.
Come on. You know Mike?
Yeah, I know, Mike.
Mike does the best Irish accent. Hit us, Mike.
Oh, you Protestant whore.
Yeah, I mean, that's as bad as it gets. Now, if you don't know Shane Gillis, you might know him from Clusterfest.
Yeah, that's probably
That's
where
probably where you know him from. You might know him from the Philly comedy scene.
Yes.
Turn up your phone.
He's also got, wow, you said that German. You got angry.
Well, it's
You got
a
fucking
constant
angry.
Thing with, turn off your fucking phone.
Diarrhea's got you in a bad mood.
What you need to stop doing?
Yeah.
Stop putting your phone on with your gay fucking ring.
Yeah.
That sounds like a wife. And then every time you think you say something funny, you hit the table.
Yeah.
Are you a stupid fucking asshole?
Yes. Wow.
I mean, audio.
Wow.
Picks up.
Wow, cuz you are in a bad mood because you got diarrhea.
Yeah.
You got a bad tummy, but you're a skinny mini because you didn't even finish that oatmeal.
Yeah.
I don't mind a good re, dude. A good re that'll get you through the day. That's not
Hell
bad.
yeah.
It's nice.
No, yeah.
You don't like it?
What, a good diarrhea?
Yeah.
No, I've had
did you
diarrhea
call
for
it?
2 weeks.
It's a decent re.
A decent re-ray.
Yeah, little re.
No, but it's like
Like
it's like when I eat, it's like it's becoming like problematic now. I think I'm sick, but what can you do?
Just ride
No,
it
I'm
out.
not sick. You know what it is? I'm drinking too much white wine.
I'll
That's
do it.
yeah.
What it is?
What are you doing drinking white wine?
Just little girls' night, huh?
Yeah, I've just been having. Listen, I've been building Barbie dream houses and having girls' nights.
Well, that's nice.
I build children's toys now, like my daughter's Barbie dream house and her Lego stuff, and I'm confident like I could build a building. Like the shit that I installed.
That's a big jump from building a Barbie
I
house to
installed
like,
a Barbie dream house elevator yesterday, and I'm telling you, I feel like I'm a fucking elevator mechanic. Shout out local 17.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty big jump. That's
Yeah.
like if I was taking a Matchbox car and I was going vroom, 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 and I'm ready to race car drive.
No, but the complexity of these children's toys is nuts. Like
Can't be.
It's crazy. It comes in so many pieces. It's daunting. my fucking daughter always wants to help, and she's always hiding pieces in her butt or fucking throwing them in the oven and shit. It's like, I'm like, where's the little latch thing? And she's like, you gotta find it. I'm like, shit it out. I have to go through her shit, and then I just get it. I wash it off a little bit, and then.
Now, do you feel comfortable with Shane? Because Shane looks like a kid who you grew up with in Ridgewood. He looks like an Irish kid.
Yeah, but
he looks like you look like a kid that you guys would be having beers together. Like, Shane makes sense. He's an Irish kid. Occasionally, he'll have a brew in his hand. When you see him, there's always like a Coors Light.
He does a little blow.
Yeah, if you say Stella,
he ruined his life already.
Yeah,
yeah.
One year in.
Yeah. He's the type of kid. If you're like, do you want a Stella? He's like, stop saying that type of language to me. What are we gonna go do? Gymnastics next?
Yeah. If you notice when I said I'm drinking white wine, like because you know me, but he was looking at me a little bit like, what's this guy? Is fucking sucking cock?
Yeah, he's like, I didn't know.
Gay podcast.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't know I was coming to do Girls Gotta Eat. What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so you're a kid who doesn't make sense.
I wish, man. I need something.
Yeah, they got big.
Fans.
Yeah, because the thing is, you haven't had any press this last year.
No, that's right.
I mean, you got to talk to your publicist a little bit about getting out there a little bit.
I don't have a publicist. I don't know if you can tell.
You don't need one. Your publicist's name is Controversy.
True.
Yeah.
No, well, we're all your fucking publicists. We're
now.
Team Shane.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, absolutely. So the guy you wanted to talk about today, it's spelled Meagher, but you're saying it's Thomas Meagher, not Meagher.
Marr.
No, he's not
Thomas Marr.
Not because if it's Meagher, it's just you can't say any words that are even close to anything. So you better just pronounce it right because it looks like it's Meagher, and then somebody could just change it, and then you're in trouble again.
You guys,
So
that's
just
inappropriate.
Thomas Marr.
Am I the only one who's hearing the sound effects? Because Zach is killing it. Yeah.
Zach, our sound engineer, Zach, who's legit like a tribute, like he's ISIS recruit. We know he is.
Oh, wow.
I'm almost positive he does the video editing on some of the beheading videos that have been coming out as of late.
Yeah.
Because it looks like his work. But we're always about to fire him because he fucks up a lot. But then he's just so good with the sound buttons that we can't fire him.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
So it sucks.
Big, huge.
I like it.
He's good.
I like ISIS that's like their best thing. It's
Yeah.
good fucking quality. They got good production, and that's what
100%. That's
Trump. Trump took him down. Which, that's our president.
The only thing that ISIS did wrong, and it's sad that they're like losing. It's
sad that they're losing.
Well, it's sad that they're losing now.
I'm fucking bummed about it too.
We're just giving every blogger sound bites.
Well, no.
This fucking because Seth Simon's tuning in right now.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a cackle.
No.
Way some
Don't worry, it'll be cackled out.
of 14.
I just had to let one fly though.
Yeah, they don't subtitle.
I had to let one fly in your honor.
Yeah,
You guys, that's inappropriate.
Yeah, it'll be cackled. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah. So, but no. So this would be good. This would be a good episode because I mean, this guy. We were hanging out. Me, you, and Sal Volcano at the Wilbur Theater in Boston. You were telling me about this guy.
Oh, nice. I was talking about it then too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Were you hammered?
No, I didn't get hammered.
You were
I didn't get hammered.
you were with your girl.
Yeah.
Girl, yeah. Who's a great girl.
Yeah. Brought down
That. By the way, that girl. I won't say her name on the podcast because I forgot it. But it's that looks like your wife.
That's
like
a good
that
lady.
girl's gonna be your. If I was like, what does Shane's wife look like? It's that girl. Like you two look like you're right out of the fucking Departed.
Yeah, she's good. She's good.
She's beautiful. She's a beautiful
Yeah.
piece of a woman.
She's from Trenton.
Yeah,
Trenton, New
Good,
Jersey.
Trenton.
but she looks like she could be from South Boston.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
She's from Trenton. Oh, she comes from money.
Trenton?
That's some being sarcastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, she's a great girl.
Yeah, Trenton.
She seemed fun.
Wow. I didn't know there were people still in Trenton. I thought it was just like you drove past it to get to the airport.
She tries to tell people Princeton, but it's
But it's not your girlfriend anymore.
Trenton. No.
I think you should do it, man.
As
I really think you
Well,
should do
now
it.
she lives in fucking Vermont.
So what, man? Just go up there, vote for Bernie, and get up there. Does she have a hotter older brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Does he like diarrhea?
I bet.
I like how we're just doing the podcast. It's just occasionally just guys coming and fix. We podcast at a construction site.
Occasionally, guys are just coming to lock the door to the bathroom because they found in the room the other day. So now we can't take shits or pisses. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
There's this time that I'm on this podcast is limited.
Yeah.
In this studio, okay? Because the truth is, they need us. They need us more than we need them. So if I can't take a shit, what I'm going to do is if the door's locked one more time when I get back here, I'm going to shit on this table, which is a piece of shit, and I'm going to fucking just leave it there with a little toothpick and a note and say, fuck you, Riotcast, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Or we could just kick the door down if they lock it again. We gotta go to the bathroom.
have diarrhea,
We're just going to kick it down.
Yeah, we have Central Pennsylvania criminal Shane Gillis here that could just pick the lock.
I brought Yaya's cookies.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If they want to start playing these games, Riotcast will start playing the games and locking the doors. You can do that, but just make no mistake. The next time I show up to this podcast, I will be with ICE officers, and these workers will have to show their passports. So it's just one or the other. What game do they want to play? I have diarrhea. I'm in a mood.
Yeah, and if we just start, if we join forces with fucking Shane Gillis and the three of us walk around with a vat of mashed potatoes, everybody's face is going in the fucking mashed potatoes because Shane is not a small kid. We're 3 fucking beefcakes right now.
We're 3 fucking in the closet beefcakes.
3 beefcakes.
I'll take his physically.
And if we got the power of Yaya's cookies to protect us, nobody can fucking touch us.
For the first time in a
Yaya's
long
cookies.
time, an SNL episode was really good last week with Eddie Murphy. That episode was fantastic with Eddie Murphy. It would have been nice with Sean Murphy.
Yeah.
Sean
That
Murphy
would have been
Gillis.
good. That would have been good, dude.
Your name could be Sean Murphy.
Yeah.
I could have played I could have played the white idiot in every one of those sketches.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Yeah.
Whatever. What are you going to do, man? Fucking, the other guy, it's funny.
You know
The
what?
other people are funny.
I've gotten
whatever you're supposed to say.
Yeah, everybody's
good.
great.
Yeah,
It's all
fucking
great.
Bowen Yang, he's fucking hilarious. Whatever you want me to tell you.
Yeah, whatever. It's
all
all
those
great.
kids are great. I don't fucking know
good.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah.
I'm telling you this for a fact though. If I ever did go watch an SNL show, in the middle of the show, I would walk up during Weekend Update and I would kiss Colin Jost right on his lips. I mean, that kid
he's
is
a hunk?
handsome.
Oh, I'm here for it.
Colin Jost looks like the handsomest.
No, I think he's hot.
Like if you went to my brother's school and you'd be like, that's the kid who gets all the chicks.
No, I don't.
He's hot, but he looks like he's got a touch.
I disagree.
A downsies.
Colin,
No.
Colin,
No?
No,
fucking-
I have a touch, and he's
No.
not. He's not one of
Colin
us.
is hot.
He's not one of us. Don't look up these.
No,
don't
he's
look
a-
these up. Some of these kids, they shame me.
He's a good.
How
no.
attractive they are.
No,
They literally look like better looking versions.
That just
of me.
looks like you in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some kids.
That looks
yeah,
like me in high school.
because my brother's special, and you go to school,
Right.
I can always see which one of the kids clean up. My brother cleans up.
right.
My brother cleans up there. He's got a lot of girls.
Yeah. No, I think Colin's a handsome kid. I actually think SNL, I just think that last episode was good. And I don't know. Who cares? The thing is, it doesn't matter. You're
Yeah.
doing great. You're doing better with fucking talking about Thomas Meagher.
Well, the thing about it,
Mar. You're talking about,
Thomas Meagher. Meagher.
Thomas Meagher.
Meagher.
Go, you're getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about SNL is like SNL's funniest now, the outsourcing is almost funnier than the
Hell yeah.
insourcing.
Whatever.
So it's like they outsource for everything.
Yeah, they don't use the cast
No.
at all, really.
No.
But
Whatever, man. Fucking. Who
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it's a good show.
It's a good show.
Great show. People,
I feel like you're just going to be on
I
eventually.
wish them the best.
In 2020, you're going to be on. I just feel like you're going to be on. Or who cares?
You know,
I
I'll just.
think I don't think the cancel shit's going anywhere.
I think it
They
is.
would have to take a pretty big risk to throw me on there.
I would do it. At
You
this
would.
Point. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
There-
I mean, well, after Trump, I mean, what are you going to do? 4 more years? It's the Trump shit is hack now.
I think Trump is probably going to win.
Yes.
Then we're just stuck with 4 more years of what
Of
we
just
have
Trump
right now. Of
jokes, it's
people,
like-
well, not just SNL, but just overall the culture being like, we need to shut this down.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
going to happen, asshole. It's
Stop
just not
focusing
gonna
on people
happen.
making jokes. and
Okay.
Focus on somebody
Yeah.
actually causing
Yeah,
problems.
it's like,
Yeah.
how about all these people that are fucking protesting with their roommates? Why don't they go get jobs? Because I just had to pay 40% in taxes because I'm actually making money here and fucking paying
yeah,
taxes.
yeah.
So I don't know. Why don't you just fucking go? I mean, you're a fucking barista. You're in your 50s. Well, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I'd like to throw hot coffee in your face.
That's the hipster apocalypse.
Yeah, it's just
It's
like
another McCusker.
Yeah, you're not
McCusker.
paying taxes.
It's coming.
Yeah, whoever the president is, it doesn't matter because you're not contributing to society.
Yeah. All
Okay,
the cool
I am.
kids,
I
all the
gotta
cool
fuck-
kids in New York, they're gonna have to start getting some real fucking jobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
gonna be ugly.
Yeah, try fucking 40% taxes. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Fucking, Bino, whatever their dumb fucking names are.
If you made 40, if you're paying 40%, that means you made a little bit cash over.
Yeah, but it's like, but it's like this is the world we live in, where it's like, it's these people that are loud. They don't even. I mean, it's just like, what are you complaining about? You have a fucking free life, you piece of shit. You have a free fucking life.
You know what? We have to kind of like. There's maybe some people listening to this who don't know what we're referring.
Yeah.
We're dancing around the elephant in the room. Do you mind if I just set it up a little bit so the people?
No, go ahead.
Yeah. So Shane Gillis, a hilarious comedian,
Yeah.
got
Get my vote for president.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely Ladder 14's favorite comic.
Yeah, it's my favorite comic.
Yeah. He was hired by SNL, Saturday Night Live, and then the controversy happened where they went back and listened to a podcast,
Right.
And he said a word, which if you listen to it, he was saying what they would say.
Right.
He was doing a character piece almost.
It
But
was.
yeah, it was. So it doesn't even matter. I mean, it's it's like the game of telephone. It's like, it just people just say it happened and then it happened. And so then some people didn't feel safe with his
They didn't
hire.
feel safe with that.
They didn't feel safe with his hire. So his hire got retracted. And
Yeah.
he's not at SNL. Instead, he's with the Hyenas right now.
It's what it is.
In this fucking construction site.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I supported him throughout the whole thing.
We all did.
We all.
I don't know a comic
Yeah.
that didn't. I don't know
Yeah.
a funny comic that didn't.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's an unfortunate thing that we're living through this era where comedians are under the microscope, and it's the result of the journalists and
Sure.
how low their standards gotten. They're looking for anything to write an article about to make a name for themselves. That's why they have Twitter accounts. That's why they get verified. That's why they try to tweet jokes. It's why they treat hard line, headlines that say
Sure.
this has happened because it's attention. They're crack whores for clicks. They're crack whores for self-aggrandizing behavior. And so that's the reason this has happened to comedians, because we're a vulnerable target because we have no power. So we just take the hits and they're going, this guy's a racist. And you're going, wait, I'm not. I'm joking. And they're going, fucking burn him. We're the new witches.
Absolutely.
We're the new fucking witches.
Yeah. And even fucking, this controversy happens, whatever, the Asian slur, and then Andrew Yang supports Shane and says, "Oh, let's talk it out." And Andrew Yang, by the way, I've said this before, he's getting my vote because he's an American candidate because he was made in China.
He's the most American
He's
guy.
the most
'cause he's
American.
made in China.
He's made in China, and so people are getting
Wei
upset when
Song
we say
Xian.
that. But fuck you, we're comedians. We'll say what we want. And I don't think it's like the same thing with Kevin Hart. When Kevin Hart said, 10 years ago, he said some homophobic thing, and then in 10 years he says nothing, only positive about gay people, but they still don't let him host the Oscar. People just want to hurt. So who cares? I think you stay above it by just barreling through and making fun of them.
With the Kevin Hart thing, that's funny about that. He had that in 2010 or whatever. I don't even think Hillary Clinton was pro-gay marriage at that point.
Right.
Probably
And they
wasn't.
wanted her to be the fucking president.
Yeah.
And he can't, it's
No,
just,
the funniest,
it's wild.
The funniest thing.
That is the definition of wild.
The
right
funniest thing, and we can edit this out if you don't want it out there, but the funniest thing.
Seth!
That.
Cackle.
Cackle. But
We're back.
Song
Yeah, we're
Xian.
back. But that,
You
no,
guys,
It's
that's
fun to let it fly.
inappropriate.
You know it's
No,
not
nice.
going to be in the
It's nice.
episode.
when we were talking,
You're not going to trick me into saying
No.
No. Well,
We're here. We're allies here.
No, I don't.
We're
Dead
I
allies.
know you are. I don't give a fuck.
We're fucking allies.
Woke.
when we were talking in Boston, and you were like how your agency dropped you but kept Jussie Smollett, which is
Bro,
hilarious.
that is wild.
How
It's
wild.
hilarious, the hypocrisy in life.
It's crazy.
You got dropped for what you said on a podcast that Jussie Smollett committed an actual crime. And
Not dope.
Like a fucking real thing.
Yeah.
And he's still got an
But
agent.
also with him,
He
I
should have
think
just fake kidnapped you after that happened.
True.
yeah.
He also got those charges dropped too.
Yeah.
Chicago dropped those charges, which is also very weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my agency kept Jussie Smollett and dropped me.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's just the world we live in.
Stupid. It is
wild.
getting crazy. Meanwhile, what's this kid from Kaiser Soze? What's his name?
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. 4 accusers of his have died mysteriously.
Yeah, it's what it is.
So I mean, we're just living in a wild time.
I was thinking about making a video like that, sitting by a fire and being like, "I'm gonna kill him with if that works." That'd be
That'd be
pretty
great. Yeah.
fucking sick. Dude.
Cackle that.
Cackle that,
Yeah,
please.
cackle. Yeah. Cackle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
When you're on the
That's
Hyenas,
a good move, though.
yeah. What happens is you just start to, you start to get a
Yeah,
little
a little
warm.
loose,
Yeah,
a
you're
little
getting a little loose now.
Yeah.
Fucking Shane's getting a little loose.
Yeah.
He's getting
I
a
brought
little
Yannis
loose.
If you give this
cookies.
kid a fucking beer, it's over.
Yeah.
I
Here's
want a
the
beer.
here's the deal. If you're a journalist covering comedy, I mean, is there a lower beat?
No.
Is there a low? You're in the open mic scene of journalism.
Yeah.
Is there a lower beat than I'm sifting through podcasts at the creek in the cave?
Malaka.
Yeah.
What like I'm serious, like I'm not even trying to be funny. What is lower? What's lower? Like what's a lower what's a lower, safer beat? I mean, like what's his field work like?
For real, I respect ISIS's social media guy more. That takes some courage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, wait, you sit in the back of a barroom show and that's your field reporting guy?
Yeah.
That's what you went to Columbia Journalism School for, guy? It's fucking pathetic.
Crazy, man.
What
Yeah.
can you do? Listen, Thomas Meagher.
Thomas
good one.
Meagher.
I mean, the kid. So you were telling me about him, and so we did our own research, and I mean, the kid's life is just wild.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was born in 1823 in Ireland.
In Ireland.
But in Ireland, at that time in Ireland, here's the thing with the Irish.
Do you want Mike to do your Irish impression?
Go ahead.
I was born in Ireland. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
How about you, Zach?
I was born in Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People got a good chuckle. like
Venetia.
that. Yeah, Venetia. You want to give it a go?
What does Robot Venetia say?
Yeah,
about
Robot
it all?
Venetia?
Oh, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she's here for it.
Robot Venetia.
I brought Yaya's cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kid's life was kind of like a comedy when you think about it.
Well, but the Irish, the Irish kids, they were at that time like they're all born into that country kind of that fighting spirit comes from being they were owned by the English occupied them for hundreds of years and were just the British kids. English kids are just mean kids.
They are. Dude.
They're meanos. They're real mean. Yeah,
they're weird.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
They're weird and they're just meanie beanie heads.
Oh, dude. I know this is a little off topic, but I was watching. There's a show on, I think it's on Amazon or Netflix or something. It's called Ladyboys. You ever watch this?
I'm listening.
Yannis just went pewing.
Bro,
I'm listening.
it's about ladyboys in Thailand.
Yeah.
But the first episode's following these. It just reminded me of how weird British dudes are because it's all about British dudes down there just
Going down there.
fucking and sucking these kids. And dude, this dad moves to Thailand, marries a ladyboy, and then he abandoned his family. He hadn't seen his family in like 3 years. Sick. Baller.
Just falls in with the
fucking
ladyboy.
move. Just moves in with a ladyboy. And then brings his son down to introduce him to the ladyboys. It's a great episode. It's just British people talking like, oh, they're quite beautiful, isn't it? It's like talking about. So I suppose I might be interested in some, but it doesn't make me a homosexual. It does, bro. Like, I think you'd be gay if you didn't like them. I'm like, yeah, I've heard that argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that argument. It's like these ladyboys are fucking nice.
Yeah.
Check out ladyboys.
Yeah, some of them are hot. I mean, they really are. They really trick you a little bit.
And also ladyboys, which I think I got in trouble for using that term.
Why?
I don't know. I guess you're not supposed to say ladyboys.
What are you supposed to fucking call them?
They're literally called. Literally that's what they're referred to as ladyboys.
Yeah.
They refer to like I am lady boy.
Yeah.
I'm lady
I'm
boy.
the boy Manny Pacquiao.
I like that. That was a ladyboy who was the child of a British businessman and a Thai woman, because that was a mix of Cockney
we're getting
and
it
Thai.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a high context impersonation.
Yeah, no,
big
that's
time.
why he was on SNL.
Yeah, that's right. He was on SNL.
That's what I auditioned with. I was like, Lauren, this is a lady boy.
whose father was a British businessman who left his family to marry a Thai woman, and somehow that Thai woman who used to be a man had a baby. And here it is.
Word.
Here it is.
Also a cackle. Also a cackle. We might break the cackle record today.
We can't leave.
I mean, but we got to do it. We got to do it in his honor. We do it in the honor of Shane Gillis.
Yeah, we'll do it in his voice.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, no, he's my favorite comic for sure.
No, Shane Gillis is a good kid. Let me tell you something. Fucking comedy scene today. A comedy scene doesn't have a lot of fucking good characters. I like fucking Shane Gillis. That kid fucking brings it.
Yeah.
I like watching his fucking skits better than anybody.
Yeah, he's got good skits. That fucking.
Yeah, that fucking kid. Him and Louis J. Gomez.
Yeah.
I like a
fuck you guys.
I like no. I don't like. I like watching that kid because that kid will fucking fight you in a fucking in a bar.
That kid does ketamine.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, he'll fight somebody in a bar. But if he doesn't fight you, he will fucking spit on you.
Allegedly.
That's what it is.
Word.
Allegedly.
He didn't, by the way.
Yeah, I mean that kid, the other kid. I read the other kid's thing, and he was going like,
Wait, what are they talking about?
yeah, he was going like, would you start a fight with your employee, and then somebody?
Wait, cool. Give it rep.
Oh, this kid,
Jake Flores.
yeah, they got into a fight.
Yeah, for the
because the
people.
kid was talking shit about
Jake
Louis.
Flores.
Jake
Guy's a
Flores.
cocksucker.
And he was sending, wow, Mike's got a fucking
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know
Mike
the kid.
stands up for other Latinos.
Yeah,
Dead ass.
but
Definitely fuckboy
Some-
status.
Flores Gomez. It does sound like a welterweight.
it
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
It does. So what happened is they got into like an altercation because the kid was talking shit to Lewis way back when Lewis was having
Online.
online. And then Lewis, like a man, like I respected, Lewis was like, went up to him like a man, say, hey, you talking shit? Why you talking shit? And also the kid was encouraging kids to like throw milkshakes at him or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's up with that? And then the kid, pussied out and then went back on Twitter and was saying, and the funny thing was, this is the real hypocrisy of it, was some fan went back in his Twitter and found a tweet where the kid said that like, something about Lewis or Lewis and Tim, I think, He was like, we don't have. It's not a real job. These aren't my colleagues. Someone said they should call me. This isn't a real job. It's not my colleagues. It's not a real job. And then he's tweeting like, what other job would you assault? You're going like, wait. So is it a job or isn't it a job? It's not a job when it suits you, and it's a job when it suits you. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
You're a hypocrite, kid.
Also, if you go through his tweets, it's also. I mean, this isn't an original idea, but I don't know if I want to name the guy I was talking about. But just. This is the same guy that'll be like, fuck the police every single day. He's like, I'm a communist. I hate police. There should be no police. Yeah. He gets in an altercation at a comedy club and goes straight to the police.
Yeah.
What a fucking pussy.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
Fucking stupid.
Here's the thing with Lewis. His goal was not to fight him. His goal would be more to convert him. He would rather have him on his podcast the next day to talk about it and fight him in public.
Yeah.
He'd rather try to make him like see eye to eye with us. That's the weird thing about Lewis people don't really realize.
Well, but Lewis also, he does like physical contact.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to fight him, but if the kid did punch him, Lewis would be right at home.
Yeah.
Also, we can't. It's tough for us to complain that there's pussies around us when we chose to be fucking comics.
Yeah, we're the biggest pussy.
You know, we did pick a field of pussies.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Totes McGoats agreed. Well, this kid, Thomas Marr, was not a pussy.
No.
He wasn't a pussy. Shane, what do you love about this guy? Tell us some quick facts. What do you like?
Don't mind.
Talk to me at length about it because I'm tired. I have diarrhea. I don't want to do the heavy lifting today.
I just like that, you know, he was like early in his life, so he was born rich, kind of denied that and went to fight for it, like kind of tried to start a rebellion. The rebellion sucked, by the way.
The Irish Rebellion.
The rebellion him and his friends started.
Yeah.
It was like
whack.
2 people got shot, and it was their own guys. That was it. Then they all fucking ran. And got, I mean, almost everything he did was kind of a failure.
Yeah.
Thomas Marr.
Right.
Like everything. The rebellion sucked. Then he got sent down to fucking Tasmania. He got transported. Well, first he was sentenced to death. Then he gave a fucking speech that was pretty sick about like, fuck you guys, kill me. Which was pretty nice. That was what I liked about him. He like wanted to be a martyr. And then got sent down to fucking Tasmania, then known as Van Diemen's Land.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, they changed it to Tasmania because they were embarrassed that there used to be a penal colony. But
that's a good history hyena fact of the day right there. Van Diemen's Land
used to be Tasmania. He got sent. He got exiled down there, and then he fucking escaped. First off, he fucking got married down there. Sick
lady boy
to a Tasmanian lady boy.
Nice Tasmanian lady.
Yeah.
And then he was like, she got pregnant, and he was like, "Babe, I gotta get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
Was it Chrissy?
I gotta what happened? I gotta continue.
So who wants the baby?
He was just like, "I'll see the baby in like 2 years. You guys get it. I gotta go continue the rebellion." And he escaped to America. And the kid actually died, so he never met that kid.
Yeah, what happened?
Sick.
A lot of kids just died back then.
He was getting good letters. He was getting letters from back, like his wife, and then I think she died too.
Yeah.
And he was just getting a letter everywhere he went. He would.
Did the squeak survive?
The kids didn't survive.
Yeah,
but it was nice. It's nice to
It's a new. He's got a new trick up his sleeve.
That's why I said it again. It's a nice sound effect. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, the kid was fucking crazy.
The kid's got an Irish face.
He does have an Irish face. And notice that he was getting nice letters from his wife going, Thomas, we're waiting for you here.
Yeah.
We miss you. I got a nice fucking pint of Guinness waiting for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, just wild shit went on though. Like that, like it's crazy. Like the one, his side piece back in Ireland ended up giving birth to it was Oscar Wilde's mom used to be.
Wait, what? Explain that.
When he was they were called the Young Irelanders or Young Ireland. That was a group of like these rebels.
Go Islanders.
They were all like poets and journalists.
Yeah, we got another name for that.
True.
Homosexual.
True. I'm actually starting to side with the British in this.
Yeah.
Bunch of fucking
queers.
Bunch of journos tried to bring them down. But they one of the ladies that was writing with Thomas Marr at the
one of the guy poet ladies?
A lady poet.
Oh, okay.
Wow, they let her work?
They were letting her work. Dude, they were very liberal.
Yeah.
Why?
Very
We
liberal.
don't even have a
Letting the
microphone
broads-
by
look, she's
Venetia.
typing
Yeah,
them.
she's not allowed to work. Get back in your box, Greek slave.
Here for that.
And yeah, she ended up giving birth to when he got exiled, she married some dude and gave birth to fucking Oscar Wilde.
You ever notice
That's
this?
nuts.
Yeah.
He also
Does Oscar
invented-
Wilde know that?
He also invented the Irish flag just while he was.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Thomas Marr invented the Irish flag.
Yeah.
The one that is currently used right now.
The French gave it to
Yeah.
him.
What do you mean?
The French made it for him, much like the Statue of Liberty. They made it for him. They admired his cause or whatever as an Irish revolutionary, even though he was a failed kid. and they designed it for him. The French are designing kids.
Yeah, the French love to design.
They'll
They love to eat croissants.
And they love to send you a little gift. America became a country, and they were like, "Here's a gift for you. Here's a Statue of Liberty." And then you know you're a revolutionary kid, and you come from a family that eats croissants. You're gonna get a fucking flag made for your country.
It's what it is.
That's what the French will do for you.
The French will do that for you.
They will. You know what's funny is like you see these revolutionaries. They always come from kind of rich families, like Che. You know, they always kind of like the Buddha. You know, Buddha was like a prince.
Yeah.
And then he walked out. Like these kids got a lot of time to think.
Well, no one's listening to poor people.
No. No.
True.
Yeah.
Well,
Except bloggers are listening to fucking comics now.
True.
So they're listening to poor people. Yeah.
so he goes to Tasmania. He gets exiled there.
Yeah.
He gets put to death in England.
Yeah.
Right?
And then they end up exiling him because his story was huge.
So what happened?
Like a global
all
story.
because of the speech. All because of the speech he got.
Not because of his speech. He was just kind of a celebrity. He was like
liked. For the British to say we're not going to hang you. I mean, it has to be more political than that.
Yeah, it was other countries. Like the United States Congress was like, they put out like, you know, the measures and shit to be like, hey, don't fucking do this.
Can't kill this guy.
Because back then England would also, I mean, the penalty for treason is like you get drawn and quartered.
Right.
And they were doing that late. Like late into history, they were still
Yeah.
cutting people up and throwing their shit around.
That's brutes.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
So the rest of the world was like, aren't you guys supposed to be like the leaders of the world? And you're
going to draw and quarter this guy and put his limbs on the
kind of
corners
like the way
of the empire?
Yeah, kind of like the way we, you know, Texas executes retarded guys.
Yeah.
Do they do that still?
Yeah, I think they're still up to that,
I think
right?
they still do. But the guy did kill people.
The retarded guy?
They're not just putting him on a bus and say, get on the chair. They're waiting for them to commit
Oh,
crime.
so you support that?
Well, he's from Texas, so he's.
You support executing.
You got a
mentally
weird
handicapped
morality.
men?
I'm
You're
saying if
defending Jorge Flaves, but you're
I
you
support
know.
the truth. I'm just saying.
No, it's enough that other countries around the world are like, what are you guys doing?
Are you for the death penalty or against the death penalty? I think the death penalty doesn't actually solve any problems.
I
But
like-
some people need to know.
True.
I like the death penalty.
I
like
don't like it because only God can choose
Exactly.
who takes life.
Good Catholic, dude.
Yes,
I agree.
absolutely. I got
Pro-life.
back. I love you, Ma.
Pro-life doesn't
I love
change.
you, Ma.
Yeah. You guys are
Pro-life
pro-life,
doesn't change.
and you're touched.
I'm pro-life and pro the
Pro-life,
wall.
bro.
So I'm a
And the
gray zone
wall.
kids. I'm pro-life, pro the wall.
Yeah. Well, all
So I've
Catholic-
said that before.
Catholics are pro-life because they don't want anything interfering with their child supply.
Yeah. What do you mean?
What are you getting at?
Well, you know what I'm getting at.
No. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Pipeline of hot
Yeah,
boys.
pipeline of
coming
hot
through.
boys.
yeah.
You know, if you're dealing coke, you know, you don't mess with your supply.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to get at.
I understand. I hear you loud and clear.
That's
The
what-
Catholics aren't boy touchers.
No,
the
but
priests are.
the priests
Yeah,
are, but
I'm not.
Allegedly.
they're the ones that
But they're
start the
controlling the
Catholicism.
pipeline.
Yeah,
They're
they
the ones
control the
saying,
pipeline
hey,
of hot
keep
young
it up.
boys. Yeah, exactly.
I brought Yaya's cookies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good timing.
Yeah.
So apparently he was planning.
Wait, is this robot vanity or real life vanity?
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
He was planning an uprising to rebel, and then that's what he was tried for treason, and that's why he was sent away.
Yeah.
Word.
Well, the
Got
kid,
it.
the kid had a wild life. Like Shane said, he started off a rich kid. His father was like the mayor of Waterford, right?
Waterford.
Yeah, some
Ireland.
fucking city in Ireland. I mean, does any city matter besides New York City?
No, Dublin.
I
Dublin
love when-
matters.
Yeah, Tim Dillon loves to tell us how great LA is, and then he comes back here every 15 minutes. He's in New York City.
Yeah.
And then he'll post like fucking, I'm going to LA, I'm at the Comedy Store, and then the next he's just got 80 spots at the stand.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
what it is. And he just says the food sucks there.
He says everything sucks except Rogan. So
他就是他。
yeah, so he he tried to start the revolution. The revolution was actually hilarious because they just like started a fist fight with like a couple of bailiffs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they just lost.
In like a
Big
cabbage
mistake.
patch.
And they got killed.
And then 2 of them got shot, and the rest of them ran.
Yeah.
Sentenced to death. It was not a good.
It was really pathetic.
Yeah.
And then the Queen of England took mercy, and she said, instead of beheading you,
Was that still Queen Elizabeth in the 1850s?
it's one of those fucking queens.
Victoria.
Yeah, one of those inbred queens.
I mean, it's wild how old the Queen is.
yeah.
We need a fucking King of England
Well,
ASAP.
It's not
We
that
do.
Queen Elizabeth.
No, I know. I'm saying.
Yeah. She would be really old.
No, it was a joke what I did
Yeah.
said before.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm watching The Crown on Netflix. It's a good show. I'm gay. White wine.
Yeah. So who was the queen at the time?
I don't know.
Well, we have Wikipedia up on the big screen for a reason.
That's what I'm trying to find.
Well, anyway, the queen.
Whatever.
I think it was Victoria. Yeah.
Victoria.
Queen Victoria, no fumes.
No fumes.
I think she was hot. She was considered decent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
She was young too. She was decent.
She was
That's why
decent.
she sent him out to. She didn't want to execute.
Yeah.
Hot chicks don't.
They think Queen Elizabeth I was a potential ladyboy. There's rumors.
Look at how hot Victoria was.
Oh yeah, Shane, you were not
no,
exaggerating.
dude, young Victoria was hot.
She looks like Winston Churchill.
Victoria.
Yeah, she had cans. She had. You think those were natties?
Yeah, she had natties. You're gonna get punched. Queen Victoria looks like Mike Mush.
She does look like Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, are you back from history?
I am.
You know those pictures where they do like celebrities and they're lookalike back in the past? That's like Mike's emoji faces.
Yeah.
I'm a time cop.
Yeah. So they sent the kid to Tasmania, and then the kid fucking escaped on a boat.
So what was the plan for him to be in Tasmania? Just to be exiled? He can't go back to England. Just live your life on Tasmania.
You gotta stay there, but also this is how they did it back then. They're like, you gotta give us your fucking word. You're not gonna leave. And he was like, all right. And
but there's food
left.
and stuff for him.
Oh yeah, he had a huge plot of land that he could live on.
So then what happens What happens next? He's in Tasmania.
He escapes.
He bangs a couple of broads.
Bangs some broads. I think she was 18.
He has kids.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
So,
all legal.
Very legal.
Kid was legal.
And then the escape's crazy. He meets with these two like fucking idiot brothers in the north of Tasmania, and they build him like a shitty raft to escape into this like shipping lane to this deserted island. And the guys are like just fucking hitting sharks the whole way out. There's like sharks everywhere. These dudes are fighting them. And then they get to this island, and there's like a dog on the island, like a stray dog and the brothers were horrified. They're like, that's a fucking pirate ghost. We got to get the fuck out of here.
That's a fucking dingo.
That's a
What if it was
pirate
a
ghost,
dingo?
dude. It probably was.
Yeah.
But
so they wouldn't.
they got the fuck out of there because he ran out of food. Because back then, like planning an escape was like impossible.
Right.
He was writing letters to New York, then being sent to Ireland to his dad. It took like 4 months
to get a letter.
Nonstop. Yeah. So, I mean, the plan was crazy to just meet up with a ship like a wool trading ship. He had to go to a fucking island, wait there for it. He had to wait like 10 days. He had food for like 1 day.
Did he? So he waited.
Yeah, he stayed on this island.
Came.
Ship finally came, gets on it, sails to California, then goes to New York.
Yeah, because by the time he gets to the United States, not only is he not, I mean, he may still be wanted in England, but the United States loves him.
Oh, the United States like greeted him. Yeah, like
so
the president.
England knew that the U.S. accepted him, and they were like, "What can we do?"
Yeah, he was like a hero in the United States.
He probably got a lot of these passes because his pops, right? You think some of them were going, just let my son go?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they paid people off.
Yeah, I mean,
like
he was
folklore of him.
He was like a potato farmer.
Everybody on the island loved him because they were all convicts too.
It's tough to hate Irish kids. They're just friendly, jolly, drunk kids.
They do. They are good storytellers. Got a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
You just like when they get drunk. Sometimes you gotta just be careful because they are looking to throw hands.
Yeah, they want to throw hands.
They do like to throw hands.
It's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, like when we were out in Germany with those firefighters, they started getting a little aggressive with us because they knew that we were women.
Yeah,
and they knew that.
Yeah, they thought we were women because we went on history tours.
We went on
and
history
they were Irish firefighters. They're like, I thought it was all guys' trip.
Yeah, we went. His boys from home were all firefighters. They do this thing with the exchange program where they hang out with firefighters in Germany. And me and Chris,
that's fucking gayer than a history tour.
It is a little bit, right?
I know.
That's what you should have reminded them.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Meeting dudes across the pond. Come on, boys.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny was the contrast between the Queens firefighters and the New York firefighters, and then the Bavarian ones.
Yeah.
Because the Queens guys were like real New York guys, you know. We're going over there fight. This is Quinn. This is Murray, and they were like, "Hi, how you doing? My name's Stefan. Would you like a beer?
Yeah,
that's a beer." And they had like
that accent.
Yeah, they had jeans with like gunts. They had like mom jeans on and like and like construction
one of the guys'
boots.
name was Dirk. Actually,
Dirk. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like a real culture clash.
So he's in the United States.
One thing they both liked that brought them together was fucking brews.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Dude, have you seen anyone drink like that?
When we were in Germany, no. I've never seen anyone drink the way I saw the Irish firefighters and German firefighters drink.
I mean, it was wild.
It was wild.
And then they would wake up the next day and do it again. I had like in my mind, like one of these guys is going to die. Because all they did was go to Oktoberfest and drink.
One of them fell asleep outside in the bushes of the hotel every night. A different one. Yeah. And they all pissed their pants, like, at least once.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So it was good.
Yeah.
I pissed my pants this year.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah.
You're a kid who likes
wild.
Yeah.
It's like have a good time.
I have fun.
Yeah.
Good for you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you come from royalty in Pennsylvania. Where are you from?
Yeah.
He called me Harrisburg. It's the capital.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's his cell phone.
So your friends back home definitely think that you're into guys because you're doing skits.
I get that a little bit. I got called gay for having iced coffee.
Yeah.
I like iced coffee.
Yeah.
My friends back home were mad that I was drinking iced coffee back home.
Back home. Yeah.
He's a Pennsylvania kid.
Get a
Called me on the
hoopy.
phone.
Yeah,
dude.
you want? Would you like some water?
Would you like a water? We got water.
It's water.
Water.
No, I say water.
Water.
Yeah.
I say water, dude. I'm not fucking gay.
Yeah.
Would you call me?
I wish you
微
were.
双吸引，
Uncork this diarrhea.
Yeah.
We plunge that out.
Yeah,
We
you want to
in
get it
there.
out of there. Yeah.
Wait, so the kid Thomas Mars in the United States now. He makes it to California.
Gets in. Well, actually, I was wrong about that. He sailed up. They went around South America.
Okay.
Lands in like Brazil.
How long
Switches
does this
ships.
take? Months.
6 months
Jesus.
at least. Yeah. And then he gets off that boat because that boat goes to England because it was a wool trading ship. He gets on just a regular ship.
If he would have gone on that English boat, he's fucked.
He would have got his fucking head cut off. He
Yeah,
got
yeah.
ripped apart by horses or something.
Yeah, something
Whatever that crime
Something
is.
cute.
Yeah.
So
And,
he gets off the wool boat in Brazil, then gets on a boat from Brazil
yeah,
to
the United
California.
States. No, this time to New York.
Yeah.
He
To
went
New York.
straight to New York. Yeah.
So he's in New York.
He's in
and
New
then
York. He's chilling around here. Actually, he lived around here.
in the West Village.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He definitely would have done open mics if it was 29.
No, he lived down. And this was when he
Woke.
moved. It was 5 points. It was fucking.
Oh, yeah,
It was
we know-
gangs in New York.
We did
is
the
when he
episode
got
of
there.
5 points, yeah.
Yeah, that's when he got here.
Right.
Wow.
I can't believe nobody's done a movie on this guy.
That's what I was saying
Yeah.
the whole time.
Should we do a movie on him? Why don't we just fucking do it?
Yeah.
Because it'll suck if we,
Yeah.
if we make it.
But we'll just get, we'll ask, we know all these
We've
people. Why
seen it. 3 white guys. We've seen it.
We've
Yeah.
seen it.
Sorry,
seen
it's
it.
done.
Make him a
been
fat black
done.
lady.
Seen it.
Yeah, we'll just have fucking, we'll
Let Yamanika play him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll do that.
Whoa.
No, British motherfucker. That's a
whoa.
speech at the docks.
Get the fuck out of here, England.
Yeah.
You're gonna need
R.I.P.
more
to my
horses.
cat.
Here's the thing about the Brits,
Dead
dude.
ass.
The Brits kind of hide their brutality with like the manners thing.
Yeah.
They're kind of like the clean comics of countries.
True.
You know what I mean? Like comics who like
Yeah.
don't
That's
curse
smart.
and stuff. You're like, you got a dead hooker in your
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah.
That's the British.
Run
they
into
come
Brian
in like,
Regan,
"Hello."
Yeah.
fucking blacked out.
Yeah. You're like,
Oh,
you're like
shit,
going to
man.
get drawn in court. Like, you may just feel a pinch, love.
Yeah.
Rip your limbs from your torso.
Look, we're going to kill your whole family, but afterwards we do have tea time.
Yeah, so lovely.
Would you like some tea?
Okay, so he's in New York, and then what happens?
Goes to New York. He's
It's fascinating.
Oh, he's basically like a con. He starts hitting the road, doing gigs, doing like selling out theaters, talking,
Just talking.
Well,
just giving speeches, getting people fired up.
at what point did he become a lawyer?
That was back in.
San Fran?
Well, he was studying to become a lawyer when he was younger, before he got into the revolutionary stuff.
Oh, Venetia knows. Go ahead. Dope.
He passed it in 1855, but I
Right,
don't
so then
think
he
he
came here and
studied.
passed
He
it.
like
He
he
just did
became
it.
a leader of the Irish. And
Is he hot to you, Venetia? Is this guy's life hot?
I love the mustache. I'm into mustache.
You're here for it.
Just fucking.
Oh, I'm
shit.
here for it.
He just shaved his fucking mustache.
Yeah. So he was a journalist and he was an editor in the Irish News. So he was like really part of the New York community. Woke.
Yeah,
Interesting.
And
yeah.
it's-
No, he was famous. That's the thing. Like, while you're reading this, it doesn't because you've never heard of him. No one's ever fucking heard of this guy. But he was like,
How did you
world
hear
famous.
about him?
Just some book. I just had a book.
So
about it.
there is a book dedicated to his whole life.
Yeah, it's called The Immortal Irishman.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
How many
good.
pages?
It's short. It's not bad.
How many?
300.
Too long.
Really?
yeah,
yeah. It's easy. It's
Yeah.
an easy read.
It's an appropriate title because the kid should have died at this point like 10 times.
Yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
and then after this he goes to the fight in the Civil War.
Yeah, so let's get
Yeah.
to that part. So now it's 1861. The Civil War is brewing up, and there's the good boys and
Well,
there's the good
also,
guys and the bad guys.
A really wild part is before the Civil War breaks out in America, him and his wife, his new wife, who was like a New York royalty Protestant, so that was kind of weird. Her family hated him. It was pretty interesting. But they were getting like uncomfortable with his shitty life of just doing fucking road gigs. They go down to Costa Rica, and he tries to set up a deal for like a railroad to connect the oceans.
Sort of like
Holy shit!
Yeah, he goes
like
down
Elon
there.
Musk.
Yeah, he was gonna go make like basically a land Panama Canal type thing, and it got canceled because of the Civil War. But he was
Because
but everything he did just kind of failed.
Yeah.
And then when that happened, he was like, "Oh fuck, I suck. Everything
Yeah.
I do sucks."
Kid had good ideas though.
Good ideas.
That's a good idea.
That is
mean,
a good idea.
He was
but
ahead
it
of his time.
it didn't go
the
through.
revolution wasn't a great idea.
No, that was
Why did the deal get Cancel. Would he show up to the meeting in blackface? What happened?
I think he's a bad planner. This guy has like no plans. He has great ideas and no plans.
Yeah.
It's like let's make a train from Costa Rica to Ireland. How? We'll get some
We'll
shovels.
just figure it out.
Yeah.
He was a little ahead of his time though in that way with the Irish Revolution because that happened, and the Panama Canal happened. So the kid was just the timing wasn't there.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
He was like the Andrew Schultz of this stuff. He's just the right time. You know? There was kids who put their stuff on YouTube first, but Schultz was just Schultz is the first guy to do it.
Yeah, it's the right time. Wild.
So he's that guy. But then he becomes then he decides to become a Civil War general.
Yeah, then he was kind of like torn before the war as to which side.
the North or South? Wow.
Yeah.
Was he pro-slavery?
No, but the North fucking hated the Irish a lot.
I know.
And the Irish people thought black people were going to take their gerbs, so they're pissed about that.
Yep.
And then his boy Mitchell, this guy named Mitchell, who he was close friends with in Ireland and Tasmania, moved to Tennessee and was like very, very pro
Confederacy. Interesting.
But he said once the war broke out, because the South initiated it, he was like,
With the Union.
We're going Union on this.
Right.
He came over to the boys like West Virginia did.
Yeah, the West Virginia came up to the boys, so did he. Yeah, but it's nice.
Yo,
but
Shane,
the Irish was fucking second-class citizens. Don't forget that.
They were. Shane knows so much about Shane is like our most versed guest we ever. I mean, the kid, it's almost like the kid knows the kid. That's how much he knows about.
Because Shane did the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Irish kids have to work.
Yeah, they do got to work.
Yeah, because but Shane has to. He better fucking do the work.
Yeah.
He's got no career right now.
As look as.
You can't just coast right now. We
You better fucking do it, buddy. You got a little piece and a fat Irish face, and you're not on SNL.
I showed you my piece, dude.
You better do it.
I showed you my piece.
Yeah, now I have diarrhea.
How's his piece? He's got a D.
I showed you my piece.
He's got a nice dick.
I got decent. No, it's not. That was a over the sweatpants.
No, it looks
Piece
good.
show.
No, it looks good. No, look good, and you got to
Show it now.
No, what Shane has is the rare thing. He's got that star presence. You know what I mean?
He's a funny kid.
Well, no, he's a funny kid,
Yeah.
but it's just a star presence when you're around him. He should.
Yeah.
I think
See the piece.
something's going to happen big.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not going to be SNL, but it's but it's the next thing is going to. You have
I
to.
Yeah.
think I'm going to shoot the president.
Yeah.
Do it, dude.
Should we cackle that
I'm
for
gonna do
legal
something
reasons?
wild.
Well, now he'll get on
I'm
SNL
going
if
to,
he
not-
says he'll
didn't
shoot
say
the
I was
president.
going.
Yeah.
No, dude,
I
you
brought
got that
Yannis
good
cookies.
quality about you. You're smart, well-read,
Thanks.
funny. Yeah, I'll fucking kiss you on the lips too.
Yeah, I knew that was
Nobody's
coming.
immune. You're gonna get punched
kiss
through.
you.
I'll give you my little stomach bug.
Now,
I'm a bug chaser.
the thing about Chris is you could safely send him your piece because he's a doctor. So it's almost like you're sending a doctor your piece.
I'll take a peek at your piece.
Yeah.
You got a piece, dude.
Yeah.
Have you guys discussed that fucking thing?
Wait, have you seen his piece?
I showed him at dinner at Boston.
Why are you showing? Why are you guys
Shane
exchanging?
I didn't even ask for it, bro.
Yeah.
He was like under the table with his cell phone.
Because you were making me horny
"Look at
because you're
this thing."
smart.
Bro. If I was a lesser man, I'd fucking say you Me Too'd me, dude.
Yeah.
you should
have showed me.
I got a couple of Me Too's
on a
lined
cell
up.
phone, dude. I was like, "What are you doing?"
You didn't even ask for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
You were eating that fucking garlic
I've been
bread.
talking
You were
about
eating
it.
focaccia.
I've been talking about his piece
no.
ever since.
Bro,
I've been
pass
bringing
it
it
up
up.
as your own.
I've been bringing it up.
Do you have a big piece?
I got
didn't know this?
Piece.
No, I never asked to see it, and the only ones he sent me, they were limp, which is weird.
Yeah,
It
I
might have been limp.
limp
Yeah.
dick. Didn't I send you a video of me getting beach?
Yeah, and you
ago?
weren't hard.
It was
and
like
that was
4
weird.
years ago.
Yeah, you weren't hard.
I was depressed.
Yeah, and that's weird because she was sucking your dick, babe.
Yeah, she was sucking my dick, babe. But the problem is she didn't have an Adam's apple.
And the other problem was I didn't ask for the fucking video. It just came out
I
of
didn't
nowhere.
ask for it
Yeah.
either.
The thing is,
dude.
The
Yeah.
thing is,
This
with
could
me,
be a problem.
if you want to be my close friends, baby gorgeous, you're gonna get my dick pics.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's standard operating
Yeah,
Because you're Philip Petit, you're a tightrope walker.
I'm a tightrope.
You're just a kid who's walking the fucking tightrope.
I'm off toots and I'm celibate.
That's what it is.
It's what it is.
No dudes.
This is how I found
good,
out me and
good.
Chris aren't friends.
Yeah. Mike came over to my house for Christmas.
You didn't show him his piece?
I didn't show him his piece, but wait until you come over for Thanksgiving.
Did you make any videos of him with your parents?
Huh?
Did you make any videos with Mike at your house with your parents?
No. Did we make any videos?
No.
it was kind
No,
of
we
weird.
moved a couch.
Yeah, Mike came over to my house for Christmas, and then 6 hours later, my dad was in the hospital with heart problems.
Oh man.
Mike's just the fucking black angel with
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. My dad couldn't breathe at 3 o'clock in the morning. He was like, fucking Mike.
Yeah. I saw the
we moved
picture.
that couch out of your
We did
house.
move that couch, and I thought Mike was going to die. I mean, even my dad was like, "Hey, is your friend okay?" Because then we moved my couch down the stairs, and Mike it was really tough for him. And then he went into my bathroom for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
and my dad was like, "Is your friend okay?"
That couch jarred
and I was
one
like,
loose.
"I don't know."
No, I took a dump for like 20 minutes.
No, but it felt good though, right?
Oh yeah, it felt so good.
That's what you want to do. You want to go to a Christmas party and then end up moving a couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to come over to my new house for what's the holiday coming?
Little Christmas.
Little Christmas?
We celebrate the Latino culture.
I got a whole bunch of furniture I need to move
New
in.
Year's is in like a day.
What's Little Christmas?
That's a holiday.
Little Christmas is the when the three wise men came and gave the gifts to Jesus. It's like it's Puerto Ricans do it. There's a little Christmas tree. They do it. Yeah, they go up. They hand out a bunch of boxes and stuff. I could say it. I got a Puerto Rican daughter.
Yeah.
And I want a water.
I want a water and I got a daughter.
And I got a daughter. Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter. I saw a picture of you at Thanksgiving. You got a multicultural
I
family.
have a multicultural.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't
What happened there?
I didn't want to brag about it.
Yeah.
My sister married a fucking Arab.
Soundbite.
No, he's a great Arab. And good Arab. Toss the whole gang in. We got and we got a wop niece.
Yeah.
We got all of the
Shane's
worst,
really loose now.
all of the worst races.
Yeah.
Irish,
That's
Italian,
low-caste.
Arab, and black.
I mean,
that's my group.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Failures of every continent.
Not
Just joining
one
forces.
Decent drop of
Character
wasp
piece.
blood in there.
Nothing.
Character piece.
Just that's sort of like digging through the trash of Europe and the middle area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got all the
Mesopotamia.
bad ones. But we're doing good. We're joined forces
Yeah.
and we're fucking shit up.
Yeah. And you took the photo was outside.
Nice rustic.
Nice. Yeah.
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 That was in Dillsburg, PA.
Wow.
Fuck
Right
yeah,
after
dude.
the archery.
Why would you ever want to leave?
I actually
Dillsburg,
wish
PA.
I didn't.
You
How
like
many
Nice
articles?
back
Let me ask you
then.
this: How many your name's Shane Gillis from Pennsylvania? How many articles of Notre Dame clothing do you have?
I cannot believe I'm not wearing one right now.
Yeah, you're
it's
a Notre
almost
Dame
nonstop.
kid. Yeah,
I'm obsessed with Notre Dame.
no, I get it.
Yeah.
Notre Dame is. Have you ever been
Yeah. I go out every year.
to watch a football game?
Yeah.
Nice.
My grandpa played. We should have done a history of Hyenas on him. He had a funny.
Yo, your grandpa
He
played
went-
for Notre Dame?
Yeah, and he cracked his skull
Wow.
in 1930, and they were like, "We got to hold you." He got held out of a game for concussions in 1930. He had a career-ending head injury.
Wow.
And then
Cracked his skull.
what happened?
Yo, the Irish don't give a fuck.
No.
No,
Well,
he
back
got-
then they wore like the leather helmets. So it was like,
yeah, he got fucked up, and
Yeah, so what happened?
he ended up definitely having CTE. So I found this article like this year.
Why killed your family? What happened?
He was just beating the shit out of people left and right. Like,
your grandmother
nothing-
got it bad.
I bet she did. I don't
got
know. I haven't
disciplined.
heard
What
any
can you
stories
do?
about this.
Yeah.
But he was just beating every story I've ever heard about my grandpa was just him fighting people
Right.
nonstop.
And you
like
think- yeah.
attacking cars. He's a fucking giant. He had CTE in
was a
the
big kid,
50s,
too.
so no one knew what was
Did he
going
die
on.
early too? Did he?
Yeah, he had a heart attack, and then the way he died was when he woke up from surgery. He tried to fight the fucking doctors and nurses. His heart exploded.
Really?
Yeah.
oh my
Oh my God.
Yeah,
He had
no, lunatic.
CTE.
No one knew what CTE was.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
he's
Nobody
fired
knew what
up.
anything was till like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
you were dying of like anything, they were just going like,
They didn't even know there was a bunch of genders.
yeah, they didn't even know there was
didn't know that.
146.
We just discovered that.
Yeah.
Yes.
God,
Well,
praise the Lord.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's
Woke.
the biggest medical breakthrough.
That was
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
Now, the good thing
My
about
ignorant fucking grandpa didn't even know that.
he didn't even know
Yeah,
that
he was
shit.
calling
Piece
the
of
doctor
shit.
he or she that piece of shit.
Oh, dude.
他就是
Speaking of,
他
I have to fix my career. Did you see the way they eulogized fucking Don Imus? His obituary, I mean, not eulogy.
No.
No, what
His
happened?
obituary was in like the New York Times was like racist, homophobic,
Yeah,
dies. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. I better put together a career.
Yeah.
Or my fucking obituary is just going to be like, you remember that racist?
Yeah.
yeah.
He fucking died.
Well, here's the good thing.
That felt like a shot at me. Don Imus, who pushed boundaries.
Well, here's the good part about having the name Shane Gillis and having a story about that around that name is that eventually when you Google it, there's going to be a lot of cops named Shane Gillis
True.
that have done similar
True.
things. So if you Google Shane Gillis and racist, about 500 different Irish
Yeah,
kids
you're
are
gonna have
come
to
up.
put specifically what state, what
Yeah.
town,
Yeah.
what
True.
court case. Because
Yeah.
Shane Gillis versus the state of is just a lot of that.
That's yeah, there's a lot of internal affairs cases with the name Shane, Gillis.
Paid leave.
Yeah.
A lot of paid leave.
Yeah. So
Wow.
how you've dealt with this well though.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
give a
seem
fuck.
spooked at all.
I wouldn't say that.
Right. You've been
Word.
spooked. Yeah, that's true. You don't seem.
That's the type of thing. See,
yeah.
I'm very woke. No, I never really. What am I going to be mad
Right.
Yeah.
at? Who? I knew this shit sucked.
Right.
Yeah.
When you,
Dude. The whole time I was getting hired, I was like, this is going to suck.
when
You
got-
knew something was
I
coming.
knew. You can ask anyone that fucking talked to me before that. I was
Yeah.
like, this is not going to go great.
when you got it, when it was Lou's like, you got to come on Legion of Skanks, and you were like, no.
Yeah, I
Let's
was-
wait a couple
You've
years.
been on like 5 times since then.
yeah.
And every time you're like, I'm not coming back.
I'm never coming back.
How does it actually work when you get the call though? Does like Lorne Michaels himself call you?
Yeah.
So you got a call, incoming call from a number.
Yeah.
Was it like a
Well, I
block
had his
number? It's
I had been
212.
Yeah. It was
So
him.
and it was random.
Well, you get a call from his secretary first.
And then what is it?
She's
And
like,
take us through because it's just interesting.
That was cool. As
That's
fuck.
cool.
You
That's
get
like
the
a
phone
moment
call.
in life.
Yeah.
Well, what happened was I had a meeting. So you get a call back after you audition. So you,
How quick after you auditioned did you get the call back to then getting the call?
I think that very quickly. It all happened
Like
between
in a few days.
Like 2 weeks from my audition to getting the call that I got the job. Probably was 2 weeks.
Okay, so the secretary, so you get the call back.
The callback was cool because you go and you meet everybody. So it was me and like 3 improv kids, which I know.
Where was the initial audition?
That was on the stage. That was on the main
So
stage.
no, but
you
I'm saying
audition on the
audition
stage.
number 1.
They were just at JFL and
They just saw you,
Clusterfest, yeah.
and then your agent or whatever was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, they liked you. You're gonna
Yeah.
We're gonna set up a private audition for you."
Yes.
Got it.
Well, it wasn't just for me. That's just the audition.
At 30 Rock, though,
At 30
on the stage.
Yes.
And what did you have to do?
I just did 5 minutes of stand up.
Just no characters,
Stand
nothing.
up.
You were just like,
No.
"I'm being me." You
Yeah.
just did your best bits.
Yep.
And were they laughing? Not laughing?
They did laugh. They laughed the whole time. which
Lorne
was weird.
Michaels laughed too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can barely see, but you could see his face
Right.
because they're in the dark, kind of, and the whole room's empty. It's fucking.
How many
crazy.
people in there roughly?
12.
12. So
maybe,
it's
in
people
the
have to
entire
bomb.
studio. Yeah.
People have to bomb their auditions. Big
You could
time.
see people getting off stage because there was probably like 25 other people there
Right.
auditioning. You could tell when people bombed because you weren't in the room. You weren't allowed to see anything. The only time I saw the stage was when I was walking out to go onto the stage, which is
Wow.
fucking nuts.
Wow.
It was, and that was the first time I saw Lorne. He was just sitting at a table to the right with like all the producers and
You had
writers.
never physically seen that man in your life.
No,
Been in his presence. Wow.
no, and
That's
I
a-
wasn't.
that's
I
a
wasn't
lot to take
that
in.
Hell yeah. That's why I'm curious about it. Yeah.
I wasn't that nervous going into it because I was like, "There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna get on this fucking show." And
Right.
the whole time I was like, "I don't even want like this show. I don't know if I want this because of the direction of the show."
So you weren't like going over your set a million times in your head or anything like
No,
that.
it was the same set I'd been doing.
You just knew what 5 you're going to do. It was the
Yeah.
5 you did at Clusterfest.
yeah,
Yeah.
easy. And then I was
is
just
great.
like, "All right, I'll just go do that." And I was started to walk out, but then once you start to walk out, it's like, damn, this is the coolest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like, because it's on the main stage where they do the monologue.
right.
Like, that's where you're standing.
Right.
You walk out, you pull out the mic, and then there's
You have to
there's
introduce
a
yourself.
camera.
Is there a timer? Like, how
Yeah,
does
there's
it work?
a camera right in your face and a camera to your side, and the guy behind the camera just gives you a 3, 2, 1, and you say hi. You say your name, and then you just fucking.
You're
stand
performing
up.
to the camera, not to the crowd.
You performing to the crowd as if the crowd's there, not the table, not the
Got
table of producers and writers and.
They
Lorne.
tell you that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got to act like, which is really hard because you're like looking around the room, and then the table laughs, and you're like, you're like, yeah, I know, it's great.
So after you do the
crazy.
5 minutes, you think it went well. They were laughing.
I thought it went
Did
well.
You were
but
like,
my
wow, maybe I
fucking-
got this.
My hand was shaking.
Right.
Because of the adrenaline, dude. I haven't had that in forever. Like
Yeah.
you walk out in that room and it's like, holy fuck, this is crazy. So my hand was fucking shaking enough that I had to put the mic against like my chin
Right.
to try to keep my hand steady. But I thought I didn't have it, and then I ran into Che that night, and he was like, I was like, damn, my fucking hand was shaking the whole time. Could you see that? And he was like, you were easily the most calm.
Really?
Anyway.
Oh, so he was in the room.
Yeah, he was.
saw it?
Yeah, Che
Did
and
he,
Yos.
did he
Yeah.
tell you like, hey, I think like you have a good chance at this?
Actually, he said you're the funniest, so you're probably not going to get it.
Right.
Just being a dickhead.
Yeah.
And
And then so you get a call back,
then you get a call back where you go in and meet everybody.
but
in
you
the
don't have to
office.
perform again.
No.
Right.
You go in, you meet everybody in the office to see if like, you would get along with everybody. And then me and 3 other people were in there. So then you go back into Lorne's like waiting area and you sit there, and they like kind of intentionally make it. Everything is very intentionally like stressful and fucking
Why?
hurry up. I mean, because it's live in front of
So they need
millions.
to see.
They need to see if you're not a psycho that's
Right,
gonna
right.
freak out.
Right.
which they got it wrong.
Yeah.
But so you're in there waiting, and like I was with these 3 improv kids, and they're sitting there talking about like how much they hated Chappelle's special.
Great.
It was just like, we're not going to get along.
Yeah.
And then he went one by one, meeting with them like quick. One of them he didn't even fucking meet after we waited for 3 hours. One of them was like, they were like, actually, you can just go, which was tough. That was a tough one to watch.
Wow.
Yeah. And then once he met with everybody, they kept me for like an extra hour by myself. And while I was sitting there, I was like, fuck, I definitely got it. Like, I'm definitely going to get it.
Because everybody else was just
Everybody
2
was
minutes.
just 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, all 3 of them. And then I was the last one to go. And they were like, why don't you sit here for a while and meet? Like, I was just sitting there with the staff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I probably got it. I go in and meet him. He's the fucking man. Lorne Michaels is the fucking man.
It was just you and him in there.
Just me and him in that office talking. And it's like, dude, he's genuinely a cool,
So when you
nice
left
guy.
that, you had those butterflies. Like, I got SNL.
I knew I was either going to write or cast.
Right.
And then later you get the phone call and it's like,
It's his assistant saying,
the assistant being like, Lauren's on.
yeah.
And then you go to Lauren. And,
And then what does he say?
he's like, I'm going to use you this year on the cast.
Wow.
And I was like, thank you. I'm all in, sir.
Yeah.
Like, I just went straight to football. Like,
Yeah.
this is my code.
Thank you,
I'm like,
sir.
Yes, sir. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm going to be all in on this. And he was like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I want to
okay.
thank Jesus Christ.
He was seriously like, okay.
Did you go, Lauren? Quick, thank you. But did you listen to all the podcasts?
Well, that's the thing. They don't listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
Now they will.
Now they will for sure.
None of us in this room will ever get SNL now.
No.
Well, but here's the thing: they hired him, right? That's and when I read Lauren writing about it, going like, we were looking for someone to appeal to the conservative audience. That's what he said.
No, he didn't say that.
Something
That
like
was like not even a no, because if you that wasn't
that wasn't him.
That
who said
wasn't
that?
a real quote. No.
Oh, Well,
But yeah,
somebody
somebody
said-
from SNL had said that.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, it was apocryphal. It didn't actually be said by him.
nobody's. What was that?
It wasn't actually said by Lauren. It was
Yeah.
attributed to him. Just all the articles didn't check with the sources
Yeah.
right.
because they're not really journalists. They're just assholes on the internet.
And I wasn't because I mean they saw my stand up. It wasn't conservative.
Right.
I did a joke about Trump getting shot being funny in my audition.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I also said Trump was funnier than everybody in the room at SNL,
Which is true.
They gotta laugh.
And they laughed. Yeah.
Because it's true. The guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was, that I was just saying that to say, like, they're, obviously Shane's a comic, so most of the times comics aren't even left or right. We're just fucking poking fun at everything.
Right.
But it was sort of an indication that they're, much like Roseanne, which brought in huge numbers, blew out everything. It's like Lauren seems like a little aware, like, hey, like maybe this woke thing, maybe there's more than just the woke thing. Furthermore, when you look at that segment that Colin Jost and Che are doing, where they're kind of like, they're saying like, I wrote this joke for you to see, they're pimping each other. You're going like, you guys are protecting yourselves with this little framing, but these are really the jokes you want to do.
Yeah.
And those
But
were
it's smart, though, to
and
get
those
away
were the
with it.
funniest jokes of the whole fucking
Yeah,
night,
when he
by
said-
the way.
Yeah.
So it's not like those people don't know that. It's not like Lauren's watching that, not acknowledging that, because Shane, like Shane said, he's a real guy. He's a normal guy. Obviously, to be that successful and keep a show that successful for that long, it's like you can't not notice that the best jokes was that segment, and you can't not notice that Eddie Murphy's edgy stuff from a bygone era was like the best thing that's happened to SNL all year. And it wasn't just because it was Eddie Murphy. It was because it was legit hilarious.
Right.
The Gumby thing was hilarious.
Right.
You know what I mean? But in today's world, you couldn't do that on Kamau Bell's show. That wouldn't have been part of the mission statement.
Yeah.
But it's fucking funny.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
Yeah.
Because the right thing is rarely the funny thing. When did that happen where like saying the right thing lines up with the funny thing? Like, I mean, what the fuck?
Agreed.
It's usually the wrong thing.
Well,
That's
when-
the funny
when
thing.
unfunny people wanted to be comedians.
There you go.
That's
It's the
it.
truth.
Yeah. And
I
that's
brought
how,
Yaya's
that's how
cookies.
comedy bubbles burst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get enough people that are like, why am I not on that stage? And they start complaining, and then people get forced into putting them on stages, and then comedy sucks.
Yeah, that's what's
That
happened.
happens.
And you know what? There's no way out of this one because these people are doing it because there's no other jobs.
Right.
So it's more of like an overall.
I don't know. Trump's creating jobs.
Trump's going to bring those
Yeah,
jobs
get them
back.
in factories.
Yeah.
yeah.
Get
These hipsters, get them in the fucking factory.
Get him in
back
there.
in
Yeah. Fucking.
Venetier, we're going to put you back into sewing. factory. You're not just gonna fucking prance around from job to job and work trip anymore.
Fun times over.
Malacca.
Well, they're all just falling into comedy because their fucking YouTube blog where they test makeup didn't pay off or some other bullshit. So
Yeah,
they just come here because they think everyone can do it.
and it's self-reinforcing because they see the other kids who aren't that funny making it. Everyone's going like, and those kids are supporting them because they're going like, that means I can do it too.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of like supporting
The
and
carousel of bullshit.
yeah, they're taking turns kind of performing and audiencing for each other.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
Good. Put shitty people in comedy. It's good.
I
For
love
me.
following
us.
someone who's terrible,
Yeah.
who thinks they're great,
Yeah.
and then they blame the audience, and then someone who's hilarious comes on, and it's like, no, it was you.
Well,
It was you, yeah.
it is the greatest era for comedy because there's this.
Yeah.
And you see that this is really where most people's eyeballs and ears are anyway.
Right.
So it's just been kind of this big illusion. You know what I mean? Like, it's ironic because TV has become trolls. They're trolling. Trolls get the attention the same way car crashes get attention. Everyone looks to stop to see what the horror is.
Right.
And that's what TV's become. You turn on Colbert, he's a Trump troll. You turn on SNL, it's a Trump troll. They're all trolling the president.
Right.
Because the president does fucking sell tickets.
It's what it
Whatever
is.
you want to say, left or right, or what you believe. I mean, Venetia, would you admit that kid fucking moves tickets?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robot Venetia agrees.
All right, Shane. Well, listen, I know you got to get out of here. We appreciate you
All right,
coming on.
nice. Thomas Marr fell off a boat.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what happened. He fell off a boat.
Yeah.
And all
died?
Mike's
Was he drunk?
Allegedly. But no one knows. No one knows if it was.
Well, he was
assassin.
Irish,
I think he had diarrhea, dude.
He did.
He had leading up to that for a while. He had to stop. He made the boat stop. He took a dump. And he fell off
Really?
the fucking boat. Don't get on a boat. Don't get on the ferry.
Interesting. Well, I'm plugged up right now because of Pepto-Bismol and oatmeal.
Well, but here's the weird thing too. The weird thing is, he went to the Civil War. He fucking got injured.
Yeah.
He got his ass handed to him at Antietam. I mean, he was in the middle of a war.
He fought in Antietam?
Antietam.
Yeah.
He got,
And
wow.
Fredericksburg. Well, Fredericksburg was a little sketchy.
Yeah.
He fucking had a knee injury when the boys went up without him. He got rocked.
was it Fredericksburg or Charlottesville?
Fredericksburg is
Fredericksburg.
where.
And he had a knee boo-boo? And
He had,
didn't go?
he had a banged up knee. He couldn't get out there. His boys got fucking slaughtered.
And nobody came
Yeah,
back.
like 75% casualties.
Oh, my God.
He was sitting on the sidelines like, my bad, dude.
All
Yeah.
between each other.
Yes.
Antietam was a bloody-ass battle, too.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Got handed to
Yeah.
him.
He was at the bloody corner at Antietam, which was where like the fiercest,
Fighting
like
happened.
bodies on bodies type
Right.
nasty.
Somehow he survived that. Somehow he survived the escape and all these things. And then the kid dies falling off a boot.
Falling off the boot.
Oh,
In honor of
Bay-
Pennsylvania, he fell off a boot.
Into the water.
Into the water, dude.
Shane Gillis, the podcast. You know what? I've gotten like 10 or 20 DMs. People saying, "When are you gonna have Shane Gillis on Hyenas?" Have
Oh,
you had
nice.
those DMs?
Yeah, yeah,
Where
yeah.
people going like, "You guys
Yeah.
need to come together." So it's been a pleasure to have you.
Yeah,
man.
thank you guys.
Good
for having
episode,
me.
man. Fascinating. So where can people find you?
Matt and Shane Secret Podcast, and then at Shane M Gillis on everything, or just
Or-
Time Magazine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was
Yeah,
the thing.
Breitbart.
Yeah, you and two
Good.
pop stars for some reason are all put in the same
Yeah, dude.
place.
It's unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
All right, historyhyenas.com, christycomedy.com, yannispappas.comedy.com. We got dates. It's going to be cute. Yes. Patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys.
Leave a review on iTunes and like, subscribe on YouTube. Our Teespring store.
Yeah.
So we have new shirts.
Go
When
get
this
some
comes
cute
out,
shirts.
yeah, when this comes out, we're gonna have new shirts. The reality suggestion,
Oh, yeah.
comfy wumpy, and at some point a real Cuties with Smoothies shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna do that.
All
And
right.
come see me and Mike in February in New York at Uncle Vinny's.
And Gotham, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, at Gotham and Uncle Vinny's. Me and Mike.
At Mike V. Suarez. That's my thing.
Mike V. Suarez. Yeah. I got mushy poop.
I drink your milk.
Hey, yo!